What happens when you mix unrelenting determination, a knack for trash talk, and a touch of Irish flair? You get Conor McGregor, a name synonymous with MMA greatness, unforgettable moments, and enough controversy to fill an entire series of headlines. From his early days as a plumber in Dublin to becoming the face of the UFC, McGregor's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Love him or hate him, one thing is certain: he's made the fight game his stage. But what makes him such a magnetic figure, both inside and outside the cage? Let's dive into the legacy of the notorious Conor McGregor. Early life and background: 1988 to 2006. Conor Anthony McGregor was born on July 14, 1988 in Crumlin, a working-class suburb of Dublin, Ireland. Growing up, McGregor wasn't immediately drawn to fighting. Instead, he had a passion for the sports like soccer, playing for his local youth team, Lord's Celtic. How did fighting enter the picture? By the time he was 12, McGregor found his way to Crumlin Boxing Club, where he began sharpening his skills. Here, he learned not only how to throw a punch, but also how to take one, a lesson that would serve him well later in life. McGregor's family instilled a sense of hard work and perseverance in him. His father, Tony, worked as a cab driver, while his mother, Margaret, supported the family. Conor's early years were marked by struggles typical of a blue-collar household, but he dreamed of something bigger. The turning point, from plumbing to MMA. Before his meteoric rise, McGregor worked as an apprentice plumber, putting in long hours to make ends meet. But it wasn't his calling. He knew he was destined for something more. What made him take the leap? In 2007, McGregor decided to pursue mixed martial arts full-time, a decision that didn't come without risks. He faced skepticism, financial challenges, and countless moments of doubt. But his determination never wavered. McGregor trained relentlessly, honing his striking and developing a versatile fighting style. It wasn't long before his efforts paid off. Amateur and early professional career, 2007 to 2012. McGregor's MMA journey began with a bang. In 2007, he made his amateur debut, securing a first-round TKO victory that immediately put him on the radar. He quickly turned pro and started competing in regional promotions across Ireland and the UK. Was he always this confident? Oh, absolutely. Even in his early days, McGregor carried himself with the swagger and self-belief that would later define his career. By 2012, McGregor had made a name for himself on the European MMA circuit, becoming a double champion in Cage Warriors by winning both the featherweight and lightweight titles. His ability to dominate in two weight classes caught the attention of the UFC, setting the stage for his global breakout. The UFC era, a meteoric rise, 2013 to 2015. When Conor McGregor made his UFC debut in 2013, he didn't just show up, he took over. His first fight against Marcus Brimage ended in a first-round TKO, leaving fans and commentators stunned by his precision and power. Did he talk trash back then too? Of course. McGregor's trash talk became as legendary as his left hand, and it quickly turned him into a fan favorite, or villain, depending on who you asked. McGregor's early UFC victories over names like Max Holloway, Diego Brandão, and Dustin Poirier showcased his striking prowess and fight IQ. But it was his charisma that made him a star. Featherweight champion, the Aldo fight, 2015. By 2015, McGregor was unstoppable. After defeating Chad Mendes for the interim featherweight title at UFC 189, he set his sights on José Aldo, the reigning champion and one of the most dominant fighters in UFC history. What happened next? At UFC 194, McGregor stunned the world by knocking out Aldo in just 13 seconds, the fastest finish in a UFC title fight. That moment solidified his status as a legend and catapulted him to superstardom. The double champion era, 2016. McGregor didn't stop at featherweight. In 2016, he moved up to lightweight, setting the stage for one of the biggest fights in UFC history against Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205. Did he make history again? Absolutely. McGregor defeated Alvarez via TKO to become the first fighter in UFC history to hold two titles simultaneously. It was a defining moment in his career, and it cemented his legacy as one of the sport's greatest. The Mayweather fight, a cultural phenomenon. 2017. Never one to back down from a challenge, McGregor transitioned to professional boxing in 2017 to face Floyd Mayweather Jr., one of the greatest boxers of all time. Was it a real fight or just a spectacle? Both. While McGregor ultimately lost via TKO in the 10th round, the fight became one of the highest-grossing events in combat sports history. It proved McGregor's ability to draw a crowd, regardless of the sport. Rivalry with Khabib, Nurmagomedov, 2018. No story about Conor McGregor is complete without mentioning his infamous rivalry with Khabib, Nurmagomedov. The lead-up to their fight at UFC 229 was filled with personal attacks, intense trash talk, and unforgettable moments. How did the fight go? Khabib defeated McGregor via submission in the 4th round, but the post-fight brawl between their camps overshadowed the fight itself. It was a chaotic chapter in McGregor's career that further divided fans. Later, career and setbacks, 2020 to 2023. After taking time away from the octagon, McGregor returned in 2020 with a stunning 40-second TKO victory over Donald Cerrone. However, his momentum was short-lived. In 2021, McGregor faced Dustin Poirier twice, losing both fights. The second bout ended with a gruesome leg injury, sidelining McGregor and raising questions about his future in the sport. What about the controversies? Conor McGregor is currently facing significant backlash following a Dublin jury's decision to find him guilty of sexual assault in a civil case where he was accused of raping Nikita Hand at a Dublin hotel in 2018. She was awarded nearly €250,000 in damages. McGregor has stated his intent to appeal the verdict. This legal issue is just one of several controversies McGregor has faced in recent years, including violent incidents like the 2018 bus attack and a 2019 pub incident. As a result, his support within Ireland has dramatically declined. Beyond the cage, business and cultural impact. While his fighting career has had ups and downs, McGregor's influence extends far beyond the octagon. His proper number, 12 Irish whiskey, became a global sensation, and his ventures into fashion, fitness, and entertainment have solidified his status as a cultural icon. Is he the richest MMA fighter ever? Without a doubt. McGregor frequently tops Forbes' highest-paid athletes list, proving that he's just as savvy outside the cage as he is inside it. Legacy. Love him or hate him, Conor McGregor's career is a tale of triumph, controversy, and unrelenting ambition. Whether you see him as a hero or a villain, there's no denying his impact on MMA and popular culture. Is he done fighting? Probably not. If there's one thing McGregor loves, it's a comeback story, and he's already hinted at a return to the octagon. Conor McGregor isn't just a fighter, he's a phenomenon. From his record-breaking victories to his unforgettable rivalries, McGregor has left an indelible mark on the world of combat sports. What's next for the Notorious? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, McGregor's story is far from over.